you kidding me? Laser-sighted zipline? The XM2400 radar jammer? No way!
The Bad Guys turned out to be one of DreamWorks' finest productions. It's a great pick to chill at home with your kids on the weekends. It's funny and also has an inspiring storyline. We mean, if these bad guys can turn their lives around, then hey, anyone can.
You want him? He's yours.
However, there are a couple of scenes that are too violent for younger viewers. Be sure to stick around till the end of this video so you do not miss any of the scenes that we have lined up.
I'll teach you to share. I like sharing. It's yummy.
The bank heist scene.
Happy birthday, Mr. Grumpy Pants.
I think I hate you.
The film opens up with Mr. Wolf and Mr. Snake engaged in a casual conversation. Within minutes, the scene takes a very sharp turn as the characters go into heist mode and rob a bank. We can all agree that kids are not just impressionable, but also very keen on picking up whatever they see. No doubt, movies and TV shows are great tools for learning, but sometimes they can be very counterproductive. This scene is very chaotic, to say the least. You can see that the other people in the bank are scared of the bad guys as they are running and screaming in different directions just to get away from them. Kids are very likely to imitate every action they see, regardless of the nature. As such, we do not think that this scene should be seen by kids. From the terrifying screams to people crashing into the walls, we cannot wait for the next scene.
Tuna, I'm trying to work here.
Keep it cool, baby. Birthday should be chill.
The car chase scene.
I also took over the police dispatch, blurred their satellite imaging system, grounded their chopper, and one more thing.
Sadly, the bank heist scene closes, and the kids do not even get a break from the violence, as the bad guys are immediately thrown into a getaway car chase with the police. In this scene, Tarantula, who is the tech whiz of the group, aids in their escape by hacking into the traffic sign. She makes all of them go red at the same time, and this causes a car pile as different cars crash into each other. All this violent crashing makes you wonder if this is supposed to be a kids movie. All of a sudden, it seems like you put on Fast and Furious. We are sure that all parents would want their kids to grow up to be upstanding citizens who obey traffic signs and rules. So being exposed to all this chaotic speed racing has to be a big no for kids.
Go bad or go home.
The life of crime scenes.
Unit 2, is the backstage area still secure?
Unit 2, all clear.
This is where all the training pays off.
Having the interests of younger viewers at heart, we certainly hoped that we would have seen the last of how the bad guys were. But no, there was more. There are many scenes where we see the bad guys talk about and carry out more heists. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let us stick to the smaller crimes. In the sequence where they steal the Golden Dolphin trophy, we see Wolf sneakily snatching a card from a security officer. In another scene, he attempts to steal some cash from an older woman's purse. He ends up saving her from a fatal fall down the stairs, and we see a good side to him for the first time as he wags his tail. However, the intent was clear, and the damage is most likely already done. The kids know about pickpocketing now.
Curtain's going up any minute.
It's not letting me in.
Check your system preferences.
You probably need to download a driver.
The violent scenes.
We never have to wait for a table.
Isn't that every place?
Hey man, how you been? I haven't seen you. Snake attack!
Instead of getting the adventure or journey of self-discovery that other kids' movies deliver, with the bad guys we get crashing cars and shootout scenes. Well, we should have known, seeing that the film is rated PG for action and rude humor. Granted, the characters do not actually get physically hurt, but these violent scenes still leave much to be desired.
Now I understand what it feels like to have things stolen from you. I don't like it.
We even dare narrow this entire theme to the piranha. Mr. Piranha, as seen in a couple of scenes, is quite the angry bird. Of all the bad guys, each time Piranha is on the screen, we are wary of what he will do next. There is a scene where he attacks some security guards to the point that he leaves them unconscious. In another scene where Professor Rupert Marmalade is teaching the bad guys to be better versions of themselves, Piranha thinks it best to scare the cat. Piranha might be the most aggressive, but he is not the only perpetrator of violence in this film.
Dad? I know you've got an important job, but I hope you still have time for a catch with your old man.
In the car chase scene, we see how the police chief was almost killed by a bus in an attempt to catch the bad guys. We see her ninja moves in the scene that introduces Diane Foxington as Crimson Paw. As impressive as they were, we still think this scene will come off as too much for kids' eyes. At this point, we are finding it really hard to believe that this is a kids' movie. But hey, this film wasn't named Bad Guys for a reason.
And they always will.
Okay, fine. But you set us up.
Oh, pish, pish. Let's be honest.
The rehabilitation scene.
No! We'll always be bad guys!
This was a funny sequence, but there are a few things that happen while Professor Rupert Marmalade is trying to turn the bad guys into good guys, and we do not think that kids would enjoy watching them. During one of the professor's tests of good deeds, Shark is angry that Snake did not share his push pop, and in response, he eats Snake whole. Yikes. In another scene, the wolf dresses up as Grandma who Piranha must help across the road. Piranha gets distracted and the wolf is hit by a passing truck. We do not need to explain why this scene is disturbing.
You're really getting it.
Really? Oh, but thanks.
No, I mean it. I can see it from tip to tail.
The guinea pig scene.
I'm sorry, I thought it was obvious.
We're gonna go good.
Don't hold your breath, there's more. The bad guys take an even darker turn with the ingestion and vomit of other animals. For some reason, the guinea pigs are the animals with the worst luck in this film. Even before they later get possessed and become evil guinea pigs, they are dealt the worst cards. In the scene where the bad guys are to infiltrate Sunnyside Labs and rescue the guinea pigs, Snake decides to swallow thousands of them instead.
Good.
But then you stole the purse.
No!
Watching him do this not send the right message to kids, let alone watching him puke them out one by one. Most kids find snakes to be terrifying animals. They certainly do not need this at the back of their heads. In another scene, the professor successfully uses the power of the meteorite to mind control the guinea pigs. We see how they go rogue and start attacking truck drivers, stealing money, driving recklessly, and ultimately chasing car crashes while at it.
You want him? He's yours.
The use of alcohol scene.
Mr. Shark, Mr. Shark!
Is it true sharks can smell blood a mile away?
What? No.
The whole reason why the actual party starts after the kids have gone to bed is that no adult wants to set a bad example for the kids. Now, we cannot help but notice the excessive substance use in this movie. In this party scene, it is obvious that Shark is quite a fast-paced drinker. In another similar scene, during the gala event, you do not just see a lot of champagne glasses being served, you also get to see the guests drink the alcohol.
All right, okay. Here, take it. Now stop crying, buddy.
The rude language scenes.
I just want to take a moment to recognize the one responsible for our new outlook. Our brilliant mentor.
Shockingly, we can dare say that the language in this film is not as bad as you would expect. The language is quite mild and clean, well, only when compared to other PG-rated animated movies. Although the bad guys do not contain explicitly dirty language, the younger viewers will still come across words like a stupid, freaky jerk, and some other name-calling words that might trigger you as a parent. When you watch the wolf come up on the screen saying, "So long, suckers," you would realize this is not something you'd want your kids picking up on.
I do not run. That is not how I roll.
Piranha, don't do anything crazy.
The wardrobe malfunction scene.
Just wanted to congratulate the governor here. I gotta say, you really got us pegged. We're just a deep well of anger.
We believe we speak for all parents when we say nudity or any scenes of a sexual nature is a non-negotiable for kids' movies. Just one cover-your-eyes scene would ruin the entire film. Thankfully, we do not get a lot of those in The Bad Guys, but there are a couple of scenes belonging to the near nudity department that are noteworthy. Go back to that champagne-filled gala event scene at some point. Why, Mr. Wolf is trying to escape with the golden dolphin. His pants come off and he consequently ends up in his underwear in front of the guests. Indecent exposure, flashing, and cyber flashing are real-life problems that we have not been able to successfully tackle, so we do not think this scene should be seen by kids.
He's also my best bud. Today's his birthday.
Not relevant.
He's a sweetheart.